shit, and it was loud too. Boom, 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 boom. Woo.
Oh God. Okay.
Oh no.
Just pretend we came into an applause.
Yes. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Thank you, everybody.
It's great to be here.
Thank you.
It's great to be here.
It's great to be back.
Yes.
Once again.
Yes.
The She Will podcast.
The She Will podcast. Twitter, I gotta do that over.
Okay.
Can we start all over from there again?
Sure.
Okay. The applause.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I love you more. I love you more.
Hey,
I love you more.
You couldn't have done it without you.
Yes. Thank you.
It's
It's great to be back, folks.
and we is back.
We are back. Yes. It's Sheila B. and Will.
Monkey Fresh.
You can get me at that Twitter, John, Sheila BB.
Hit me on the Twitter and the Instagram joint at Monkey Fresh.
And don't forget to follow us at Instagram, the She Will Podcast.
Yes. And like, subscribe, and share. Hey, you guys, I don't know how we did it. We've been killing it.
It's amazing.
We've been killing it. Episode 1 just hit 5,000 in a week and a half.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Wow. Who would have thought?
I want to thank our sponsors.
Yeah, our sponsors.
LoneWolfBodywear.com. Love and Me Productions.
Monkcom Productions. Go to my page, Monkcom. All your producing needs. I got you.
He's got you.
I got you.
Open for new sponsors.
Yeah. Ain't too proud to beg.
Sweet darling.
You know it. Please don't leave me, girl.
Don't you know? Ain't too proud to baby. Please don't leave me.
I want you to know.
I heard a crying man.
It's half a man.
With no. Okay, that's enough. Cut.
Greatest group of all time.
All right. Possibly. So, we're hot off the Golden Globes.
Hot off the Golden Globes, man. My God. I want to talk about that.
What?
I want to talk about the Golden Globes.
You don't?
I do.
Oh.
I really do.
What's your commentary?
Why did everybody, Chris win an award?
What is it?
Everybody hates
What's
Chris.
his name?
Tyler James Williams. Great. I mean, I'm so happy he's working. I'm so happy for that brother. But to win, there's nothing about his performance in that show that says Golden Globe.
But what are the guidelines?
And that's the question. And I know what the guidelines are. All it is another marketing platform for the industry. Everybody that nominates nominates and picks the winners for those industry award shows, it's in like an academy, right? And everybody's in the industry.
The Foreign Press Academy.
Foreign Press, right?
Yes.
So you know those people are in the industry. So whenever there's a show like Abbott Elementary that's just killing it all the time, and you don't know why, it's in a lot of those people's best interests for that show to do well. Whether it's network executives, whether it's people that are investing in network executives' companies that they have, or something. There's a reason that everybody's behind Quinta. Quinta is the executive producer for that show and a writer.
Is it possible that it's a good show?
From me watching it, no. It's a show, and here's how I feel. And I'm really glad it's on the air.
Tell us how you feel.
This is a show that should be holding on for season renewals. It should be on the air, but it should be one of those shows where is it going to get renewed for another season? It shouldn't be fucking Breaking Bad, right? Where it's just killing it. Where it's Golden Globes, Emmys.
Is it killing? What are the ratings?
It's killing it.
Are the ratings good?
The ratings are great. Well, I don't know the ratings. But I know that last year...
Researchers?
Researchers didn't get that. Can you get that? And don't mess it up last time like you did. You had me looking stupid. All right? One more of those, you're fucking out of here.
I mean, Wardrobe is already fired.
Wardrobe's already fired. They forgot her shirt.
Yeah.
It's just... Anyway. So, yeah. It's one of those shows where every year or so, there's a show where it's like, it's winning all the awards. Mm-hmm. And usually you know why. Sometimes you don't know why. This is one where you don't know why. I watched the show. The jokes are so fucking basic. The jokes, the writing is just like whatever. It's like, that's just how it is as a teacher. If you're a teacher in an elementary, it's just like,
Well, you said something interesting.
It's a ripoff of The Office.
That's what I was leading to. It's a ripoff of The Office, huh?
The Office, I get. Whether you think The Office is funny or not, at least it was, at the time, it was creative.
Right.
It was something we had never seen. So that in itself sparks an interest. And, I mean, people could say, well, it was a ripoff of the UK show, The Office. No, that's the same show, except now it's the US. Mm-hmm. Same characters, everything. It's a remake. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, that's not a ripoff. This is a show called Abbot Elementary. The style of the show rips off The Office. It's something, it's not creative.
It's not creative.
Jokes are not funny enough. The characters are not interesting enough. Principal who hates her job. Ooh. Teachers who, look at the camera.
Okay. So why do you have such strong opinions about this?
Because I just don't like the show.
Okay. So that, you didn't like Black Panther? Or Wakanda, well, you didn't see Wakanda Forever. You didn't like Black Panther. You don't like Abbott Elementary.
I see where you're going.
Don't you want to see some type of representation in the industry? I mean, isn't all of this good representation?
I do, and I said that Abbott Elementary should be one of those shows that is on air, on ABC network television, prime time, but it should be fighting for renewals.
Okay. So what is the show right now that you think actually should be in that position and is not getting?
Severance on Apple TV.
I really haven't seen it.
Matter of fact, Tyler James Williams beat out John Turturro from Severance as for Best Supporting Actor.
Turturro
in
from
a television series.
From Jungle Fever?
Yeah. Beat him out, a seasoned actor. He beat out Henry Winkler. He beat out Jonathan Pryce, The Crown. Hey, Tyler James, I love you. You're a 30-year-old black man. Nothing about him says great performance.
He's only 30 years old?
He's only 30 years old.
Something happened, because don't you think he aged quite a bit in the last 10 years? I mean, he doesn't look 30.
How old does he look?
Like 40.
I mean, I think he just might not be the cutest.
No. Okay.
But the girls online are going crazy over him.
Do they really?
Did you see the freestyle he did on Sway?
No.
Where he's rapping and then, but that's just, I think just girls online they
go crazy. They go crazy over you, right? I've been getting some commentary on how good looking my brother is. Stop! That's so cringy. That is so cringy. Stop.
Singing Love Jones, all that, huh?
No, that's a cringy moment.
Cringier!
Stop.
Yeah,
I don't like the hands.
I think these girls just latch on something on TV and it's like you can't watch a show without falling in love.
Okay. All right. So I understand that you and Gerard Carmichael kind of came up in the comedy ranks together.
That's right.
You did some comedy shows?
Yep. Early on, 2010, Ha Ha Cafe in North Hollywood. You've been there, supporting there. Gerard Carmichael, another fellow, Willie Hunter, who wrote on his show. We all came up at the same time. We started at the same exact time. And he used to, do the open mics there. And I remember he was sleeping on the couch somewhere at his friends in North Hollywood.
Oh, really? Did you ever talk to him? Did you ever have an exchange?
Not like a deep, intimate conversation with him. Just in passing, yeah. Willie more so, yeah, who was his best friend. I don't know if they're best friends now anymore. I don't know that's crazy how that works. But
we'll come back to that. Let's talk about this best friend thing.
Yeah, we will.
So, what did you think of the monologue? Did you see the monologue?
Gerard Carmichael?
Yeah.
I didn't watch it. How did you see it?
Well, I watched that. I saw the important parts to me. So I did see the monologue. The problem that I have at this point with a lot of comedians, and I'll just say it, like even Dave Chappelle, Carmichael, I feel like everyone is taking themselves too seriously. Ooh. Far too seriously. I just want comedy. That's why I'm a fan of Chris Rock.
Oh yeah.
Because seems like when you see Dave Chappelle or even Jared Carmichael, it's all about them and their perspective and their thoughts and how deep they are, and I don't really care. It
kind of gives you a sense of like elitism, huh?
Yeah. It's not. What is Carmichael's last stand up?
His real Nathaniel.
Gosh, Researchers, I need that too.
Wrote Daniel.
They leave us so unprepared.
What?
But anywho, when we watched that, that was my first introduction to him, and that's when I asked you, and you told me you guys came up together. I'm like, dude, who wants to sit for 45 minutes and watch you slowly talk about, I don't know, coming out? I suppose that's what it was about. I mean, it's like there's no joke. You're not that interesting. First, I'm sorry. You're not that interesting to keep me. Well, you did. He did keep me because I was waiting for it to get better.
Oh, that'll keep that. Maybe that works.
And it never did, and I was very disappointed. And I felt the same way with the monologue he gave. It felt like it was very self-serving.
Yeah, and I think that Chappelle has, you know how they say Steph Curry has ruined basketball? Chappelle has kind of done that for comedy a lot, in the sense that Chappelle's doing a style of comedy that only he can do. And he's earned over the years because people have come to love and value him and cherish him and respect him. So now his perspective is so
much. They respect his perspective so much.
Chappelle has gotten over the years to where people admire his perspective so much. And to do comedy like that, to where you're not even in search for the laugh, you gotta be at a certain point. Right. You gotta be a certain stature. I would never go do a show to where I'm like, I implore you all. I implore you, go home. Read about slavery. And I'm like, I got 15 minutes, I gotta get a laugh every 15 seconds. Yeah, you know what I mean?
And it works for him. Some of those were good. Yeah. The one he did after George Floyd, I didn't like that one. I felt like it just transferred everything to him. It made it about him, and so some of David Chappelle's work I appreciate, but I do feel like he's kind of gone to the other side, and he's feeling himself a little much, and that affects the comedy. I think that Carmichael is trying to follow in that footstep, and I feel like you got to be original, you got to be creative, you got to come with your own thing. Just like, I feel like we're trying to do our own thing. We're not trying to be anybody. Right. We're trying to mix real issues with lighthearted commentary. I don't even know
if it'll work, but
but we're being vulnerable.
Just be true to yourself. Yeah.
And so. But it's original. And I don't feel like Carmichael's original, so I did not appreciate his take on his monologue. And I hear that Eddie's getting some pushback or some flack over what he said.
What did he say?
I want to let you know that there is a definitive blueprint that you can follow to achieve success, prosperity, longevity, and peace of mind. It's a blueprint. And I followed it my whole career. It's very simple. There's three things. You just do these three things. Pay your taxes. Mind your business. And keep Will Smith's wife's name. No!
He said he gave the 3 rules for making it in Hollywood.
Will Smith?
Yeah, and then he said the last one was keep
Will Smith's wife's name out your mouth.
Yes.
What's the flaw?
I don't understand why. I think it was it Tyrese who had a problem with it?
Tyrese and Will Smith are boys.
Okay, so
Will Smith has gave Tyrese money.
For real?
Oh, that's what Tyrese said.
Okay. Well, someone had a problem with it.
You know when a nigga loan you money, you gotta be loyal to that mother.
Okay, so because maybe he was the one that was defending, but there were some people. I thought it was funny. And I think that is the problem with the Golden Globes and other things, because everyone's so busy trying to like make a political point or something. Oh, like Carmichael in the beginning, why he was there, and they didn't have black people, and then now Eddie's just being raw. Right. He's being raw and
lighthearted. A comedian.
Take the situation and make it funny. That's what he did.
You're a comedian. It's your responsibility. I always say on stage when I give up-and-coming comedians advice, I say, your job is to be funny, okay? Your job is not to be smart. Your job is not to be cute. Your job is not to be popular. Be funny. Number one, that's a comic, right? And I think that in this day and age of comedy, that gets lost, and everybody's so freaking clever.
Right.
Everybody's so freaking clever. Oh, my perspective owns your perspective. Yeah. You grew up on Martin Lawrence, Chris Rock, Chris Tucker's, you know, Bernie Mac.
Yeah.
There's jokes in there, you know. You obviously see their perspective, but you see it through humor. You see it through the lightheartedness.
Yes.
You see it through taking a serious situation and making it not so serious.
Right.
Right?
We can be serious at home alone all day. Right.
Take your foot off the serious pedal for a minute.
Yeah.
That's fine. We'll get back to that. In comedy, in these comedy clubs. Take your foot off the serious pedal. Be funny. So, Eddie Murphy, when he accepted that award, which I don't know what that award was for. The award was just like, oh, we want to promote.
Was it like Cecil B. DeMille Lifetime Achievement? Thank you. Researchers.
Well, Eddie's gonna have some stuff coming out. We need to give him an award on the Golden Globes. But
he didn't seem that thrilled about it.
Yeah, Eddie knew it.
Oh, so Eddie wasn't giving any free laughs.
He wasn't giving no free laughs.
Tracy Morgan was talking,
Tracy Morgan was talking.
Eddie gave no free.
Eddie was like, interesting.
I got to meet Eddie Murphy on the set of Saturday Night Live, and he gave me advice that I still hold dear to my heart to this day. He said, Tracy, always do good work. Never take a gig just for money. That's what Walmart trucks are for.
And then Jamie Lee Curtis came on there and was like, I remember when we worked in 1983 and you were like going a mile, you were like really happy about something. And Eddie was like,
I didn't even know they were. I guess it was trading places.
Trading places, I guess. And then she's like, you remember that? You remember that? Oh, maybe you don't remember. He's like, no, I'm saying I remember. I'm just remembering. I'm like,
Eddie's really
what do you want me to do?
How cool is Eddie now?
Eddie cool, man.
Yeah, he's super cool. So, but you were going to say something. Did you make your point already?
About who?
About the Golden Globes.
Well, I just was talking about everybody hates Chris.
Okay. And then Willie Hunter was Homeboy's best friend.
Right.
And you said they may not be best friends anymore.
I don't know.
So,
they may not.
I mean, if you're friends, aren't you always friends? Don't you always be cool? I mean,
you can always be cool unless there's something that happened, right? But even I feel like if you're childhood friends, if something happens, you find a way to get past that. Which leads me to the question is, okay, there's childhood friends that you grew up with. Out of them, how many of them are you actually still friends with at this point? And is it possible to be friends with somebody from childhood all the way to adulthood?
that's sticky. First of all, I didn't have a lot of friends. I didn't have a whole lot of friends, so yeah, it is possible. And look, I guess I'll just say it is possible. Maybe the levels of how close you are may change over the years, but I think if you have those real childhood friends, no matter how often you talk to them or see them, when you do talk to them or when you do see them, you reconnect very easily because there's that bond, you know, of things you went through. Like I know my friends from my younger days, when I call them, and I don't talk to them that much, but when I talk to them, you know, it's like, oh, I can just pick up where I left off because we have these foundations. We're all Libras, you know, we kind of think the same way.
Yeah. You know, you like Prince. Yeah.
We like Prince. We met Prince once.
Really?
Did I tell you that?
Did you?
Did I tell you that?
Hello, Sheila.
Well, he didn't speak to us.
Hello, Sheila.
Did I never told you?
No.
Okay. We were at the club, at the Century Club.
Where's the Century Club?
In Century City.
That's where the Century Club was.
Michi and me ran into him.
You used to go to the club?
I used to go to the club. I mean, what?
Well, duh, but I just, well, yeah.
I mean, not all the time, but anyway, So yeah, I believe, but it's interesting because I remember once I was working and I was talking to a young man at work, and he was about 23, and he was telling me about all the things that he was doing and all the traveling he was doing, and I'm like, man, where do you get these friends from? Because that wasn't our experience where we could do all these things. We didn't have the
Money.
the funds, and so that's when I realized the things you do with your college friends is something different than you do with your childhood friends, you know, because they have more resources.
So so then you're closer to your college friends.
I didn't say that. I mean, I'm just saying you just have the ability to do more.
Right. But do they become more valuable friends than the childhood friends?
I wouldn't say that. It's just
how many.
There comes a point where you want to do. There comes a point though when you do want to travel and you do want to do things like that because you're elevating. Mm-hmm. Those are things you want to do. So that's when. So for me, I was looking at him like, dude, this guy's 23 years old. He was white. He wasn't.
Oh, that makes sense.
It makes a difference. How do you find these people? You're 23 years old. When I was 23, I didn't have anything.
Right.
So. Yeah,
there's more and more of that. So. How many of your childhood friends to this day, you're some years old, how many of your friends from, say, elementary school, grade school, are you still friends with today? Friends as in, they'll call you for absolutely no reason. Or you'll hang out for absolutely no reason.
Fine. Look, fine. We don't hang out. Elementary school. We haven't hung out. However, there's a love, an affection, like
that never dies.
That never dies. My friend, my best friend from elementary school. I lost my aunt this year, and I looked up, and she was there at the service. So we got to talk. So there's like a bond that you don't lose. A love and affection that you don't lose, though time goes on.
Right.
How about you?
Elementary school,
Chris and Jason.
Yeah, there was Chris just played on my team and talked to Chris, Jason. Social media makes things a little different now because you do they're there, But as far as hanging out and friend, I guess I don't know what does it mean to be a friend. I talk to you on the phone and stuff, and I'll hang out with you. But as far as any friends from back in the day, I don't think so, really.
Really?
Yeah.
I think the only way I could make a friend at this point is probably through like exercising or something.
So like
not at the gym, just somebody who at the weigh-in. Did you say at the weigh-in? Yeah, someone who wants to work out.
Right, because that's what we're gonna be doing.
Right.
It ain't like we're gonna be going to the Century Club.
Right. So if you and everybody doesn't want to do that.
Right. me too, and me as well. Like a lot of guys, and I'm 34 years old, and believe it or not, men takes a while for them to mature. I don't know if you've heard this or thought this before. A lot of 34-year-old men still want to do 24-year-old man activities.
Like
just be out there.
Be outside.
Yeah, be outside.
They want to be outside.
Be outside. Look,
ain't nothing outside.
Hey, I'm married. I'm lazy. My joints hurt. I just slipped down the stairs because it rained. I can't be outside. I can't. I slipped all the way down the stairs. You understand me? There's nothing
You
sexy.
can't even stop yourself.
Couldn't even stop myself.
Is that what happens when you turn 34?
Stuff happens, man. I'm not as spry as I used to be. When I was 24, I would have slipped, caught myself, bam, ooh, and laughed.
But now you slip and you want to report it and sue people.
Now I slip, I want to sue some motherfucking body. You understand me? The landlord. Whoo! I want to take
it.
Whoo, shit, and it was loud too. Boom, 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 boom.
Oh God. Okay, so Will's gonna be coming up on what do you call it?
Y'all gonna see me on Judge Judy Matthews on
Judge Judy.
Like, look, I was on my ass, and this bitch can't pave the stairs the right way.
Judy Justice.
Judy Justice.
Judy
Y'all gonna
Justice.
see me on Judge Steve.
Who's that?
Steve Harvey.
Okay, let's talk. Who in pop culture do you like? But they don't pop up. Steve Harvey, I can't even. Again, I can't. He's not funny.
What? You don't think Steve Harvey's funny?
You think he's funny?
I think he's funny.
For real? Sorry, don't think he's funny. My mother likes him and she loves him on, what's that?
Family Feud.
Family Feud.
He's hilarious on Family
Is he
Feud.
really?
I mean, he's one of those people that you can tell he's not tolerable or fun to be around, but he's a performer or narcissist enough to where when he's on camera,
He turns it on.
he just, what? Oh, hell no.
You like Family Feud?
Yeah, I mean, I don't be like, hey, let me record this Family Feud or anything. But if it's on and
You watch it?
it happens to be on, I'll watch it and watch Steve Harvey. Now I know. What in the hell is wrong with you?
I can't.
He's funny.
Oh gosh, I don't find him amusing. I don't find him entertaining.
Your ass came on here and really said ass cheek.
Harvey.
Yeah.
So then you have his daughter,
Who's dog?
Lori Harvey. Which, first of all, the problem I have is why she changed her name? She was grown when her mom married him. Why was it necessary
Listen,
to change
guys.
your name to Harvey?
Thank you for
That's
bringing
a
that up.
thirst trap, a
Yes.
clout chase, whatever all those
In
things
itself.
are. Put that up there above my head. If you want to know,
My
can't
sister
even.
is 1,000% right on this. I didn't know this information
okay.
until about last year. Lori Harvey is not Steve Harvey's real daughter. Lori Harvey's mother met Steve Harvey while he was married. And they began dating when Lori Harvey was about, what, like 16, 17? Maybe even 18.
Where's her daddy?
Where's your daddy? Marjorie, who's the mother, proceeds to let this name. Hey, these are your daughters, Steve. Yeah, these are my daughters now. Huh? Hey, what the hell wrong with you? And then Lori Harvey, at her big old age, says, "I'm a Harvey," and that in itself, it's a clout chase, ladies and gentlemen.
Absolutely.
That's a
the
clout chase.
definition of it.
That nigga ain't raised you. Okay? The nigga bought you your first car, maybe a nice car, got you a nice apartment for you to go to college in. Hey, I guess girls will call guys daddy for less reasons.
Okay, so I'm a what do you call it? A boy mom. So I always kind of look out for the boys. I'm not going to front. You
do.
Yeah, I do. I got you guys. I got my little brothers and all. So.
What do you tell them about these skanking?
Well, I tell them to stay away from the girls with the BBLs. I'm sorry. Don't at me.
Don't at her, she be.
Stay away. Keep, find you a young lady with a natural young lady, who is comfortable with herself, who's not trying to be everything for everybody. And certainly, don't go for the girls that have been with everybody, like the Lori Harveys of this world.
What now? What in the
Because didn't she supposedly date Diddy and his son, which
she denied now recently.
okay, because that's a whole.
But I mean, of course she's gonna deny it.
Okay, so Diddy and his son, and then we went.
Pictures say otherwise, but you can deny it. We have to
Yeah.
believe the woman. She said she didn't date
the
him.
pictures are not.
She was just
accurate.
rubbing on Diddy on a yacht. But anyway, whatever.
They could just be friends.
Our eyes sometimes they
Deceive us.
They deceive us.
Okay, so then after that we move on to whom? Somebody else.
Trey Songz, Future, multi-millionaire soccer player, Michael B. Jordan.
So I'm here for the Michael B. Jordan because he seems like a nice young man. Maybe kind of a mama's boy.
You would want to say,
possibly.
what in the world would he? He can have any woman on the world he wants. He wants a woman that is an industry plant,
Right.
an industry flipper, as we might call it back.
Is that what they call it,
Flip.
Okay.
Been right. I don't care about all that, baby. You're the hot ticket.
No, he's the hot ticket.
He's the hot ticket. We want.
He's the hot ticket.
contract. She's a contract killer. Michael B. Jordan.
What is the contract?
1 year contract. What is the okay? When you have a publicity team, publicity. Okay, when you have publicists and all that, and you're of the stature of Michael B. Jordan, you've got these rumors. There's 2 rumors about you when it comes to dating. One, you only date white women. The other rumor is you like men.
From Michael B. Jordan?
From Michael B. Jordan. You ain't heard that one? No. I've heard it from like people on a personal level. But so those are the 2 rumors about
Well,
you.
now he might just date white women. Based
What is what
Based on
would
this.
now what and this is what happens, this is the same thing that happened with Diddy. What person can you get involved with, can you sign that will give you the publicity you need to eradicate all those rumors and negativity that you don't want, and at the same time propel you into a new stratosphere as far as your career? Because right now, in this day and age, yeah, your art speaks to a certain extent of your fame and your success, but what takes it over the edge is the gossip, is what your love life, which is scandal, right? What would take you over the edge? Enter Lori clout chasing Harvey, the industry plant.
industry plant.
So Michael B. Jordan signed that contract, and guess what?
I don't think
they break up after a year. Damson Idris.
Who?
Damson Idris. Snowfall.
That's the
show.
new guy?
Yeah, the dark skinned brother, the English.
Is that his friend?
They hang out, they're friends. People are now he's dating Lori Harvey. People are posting, the media sites are posting pictures of him from last year and stuff, hanging out with Michael B. Jordan. Like, whoa, he's dating. I'm like, where do you think he got the referral from?
So he's an English actor?
He's an English mate, and he plays brothers, American Brothers.
Okay.
It's like, and now Snowfall's coming out in February. I don't know his dating life much. I don't know his dating history, but I know this propels him, as far as media goes, into a whole nother stratosphere. Now you're all of a sudden you're on blogs and articles and stuff that she never would have even been on.
So you think he's on a 1-year contract too?
He's on a 1-year contract too, and you guys pull this clip up in 1 year and tell me if I was wrong.
I think it's going to be less than 1 year.
I don't talk around my ass, man.
Okay. Well,
This is so obvious to me.
I thought he was one of the homies. But I still believe that there is a degree, there are lines that you don't cross. Meaning, even if we're just kind of just cool and we kind of hang out, I still don't think you should date someone's ex.
I don't either.
I'm not with that. I mean,
And you know, man, you know a lot of men that wouldn't be with that, but that's why it's all fake. It's not real, and there's no reason, Mike. You know, you would want somebody that the homie had and ran through, or that this person that ran through, and you know it. And it's been, not only do they ran through it, it's not like only the people from the block know.
everybody.
The entire world knows.
What about Kendall Jenner? I mean, like, okay, Blake Griffin, Ben Simmons.
There's something up with that.
I mean, like, why is this okay with you guys? Ben Simmons, and then you got Devin Booker, whom I
We
love
have
Devin.
to investigate into these brothers to see why they are, to see what their game plan is in dating the same passed around people.
I wouldn't want to go to work and like run into somebody.
And y'all work together?
Yeah, you know that's...
We got to see what these brothers are hiding. We got to investigate that.
Okay, Will, again, he has a theory. Obviously, this is your backstory, that you feel like all these people are accepting this because they have something to hide. I don't know if that's the case. I just think I guess this is what I would say to the men. There's so many women out there, men. There's so many. You don't have to recycle. Recycling is not the thing to do.
And these are men that got millions of dollars. So it's not like they're running into the same women.
Yeah.
You can go, you know, they'll be in a different country.
Yeah.
Go to a restaurant running 12 beautiful women
You can
already.
find someone, look it up.
They can go to, you know, so there's something going on there when they pick the same one in the industry. And we got to do some investigation on these brothers.
Okay.
I'm not gonna sit up here and say what I really think.
I don't want to believe that, so I don't even want to go down that road. But
Don't.
I'm not going to go down that road, Willard.
But I'm watching you.
You're watching. So
Yeah, with the Golden Globes, I think we see this trend of celebrities taking themselves really seriously, and also a trend of every time you're in front of people or camera, or you're in front of this platform, you have to have something bigger than that behind you. Like Cheryl Lee Ralph, for instance, from Abbott Elementary, the mediocre show that's winning all the awards. Every time she gets on camera, it has to be something deeper than deep. What do you like? See, they asked her a question like on the red carpet, and they set her up for this shit. I'm just like, can you just relax? They say on the red carpet, like, Cheryl, what would you tell your 15-year-old self? And she says, like, everybody's having fun, and she's like, I would say, there's nothing wrong with you. You have your lips, your eyes, because guess what? Kardashians are going to be paying $15,000.
What would you want to tell your 15-year-old self right now on this carpet? You're talking
to my 15-year-old self. There's nothing wrong with your nose. There is nothing wrong with the shade of your skin. There is nothing wrong with the way your hair grows out of your head. And there is certainly nothing wrong with your lips, because there will be some people called Kardashians and they will pay $10,000 for your lips. Hang in there, 15-year-old Cheryl Lee Ralph. You're good.
I would say, there's nothing wrong with you. You have your lips, your eyes, because guess what? Kardashians are going to be paying $15,000 for your lips, young queen.
Is that what she
young
said?
black queen. That is everything. Is
Did
just
she say
so
that?
yeah.
She said
She's
the Kardashians?
Like, yeah. She goes on. What do you think about that? Like, you were talking about Chappelle, him imploring people to do stuff all the time, taking it so serious. Cheryl Lee Ralph, that's another one for me. I'm like, relax a little bit.
I may be off. I may be off because I do not value most things that I guess our culture values.
Mm-hmm.
And Cheryl Lee Ralph, mad props to her. She's had a long career.
Illustrious career.
Yeah, she's had a long
Absolutely.
career. Wasn't she on the Brandy show?
Yeah, Moesha.
She was the mom, the stepmom, right, or something.
Yeah.
She's had a long career, and I'll give her props for that. However, I believe that your ministry is not necessarily.
It's a walking ministry.
Your ministry is not always the words that you preach. It's what you walk.
Ooh.
It's how you live.
Ooh.
It's what people see and how you behave. Like, I don't have to tell, I hope, I try to come on here and be as natural as I can without all the extras. So
no
people,
fillers.
no fillers or whatever, or excessive makeup, or, I don't have a glam team because I believe that we are enough. I believe that we are beautiful. Mm-hmm. And normally I don't say this, but that's my message. That's my message. So I don't have to say, Sheila, when you were 15, what did you tell yourself? I didn't tell myself. I don't know what I tell. I was just, hold on, sister.
Hold on.
It's going to work out.
Right.
Just hold on. Don't sell yourself short.
Right.
But it wasn't like, the pimples will go away.
The pimples will go away, right?
I don't have any.
Them boys ain't not, them boys, don't trip over them boys. Or she was huge, strong, powerful. There's nothing wrong with your hair. There's nothing wrong with your lips. There's nothing wrong with your big old booty. There's nothing wrong with you. You are, and that's just like, you okay, Martin Luther Cheryl? God damn! Every time she get on camera,
Yeah.
her, Chappelle. There's a couple other people. Every time I watch like Sean Penn and them speeches. It's just like, relax.
Yeah, everybody's got so much to
Relax.
say. Everybody's so deep. I hope you get the message. One message I don't understand, and I'm a Leo fan. Like, I like Leo.
Mm-hmm.
He's all about the earth. And I'm weird like this, where I don't understand. How are you all about the earth, and maybe you're like eating well, but then you're smoking cigarettes all the time? I just don't get it.
Damn, yeah, like you said, it's about what you walk. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to, like, I guess, I don't know what the pressure is to have this whole ministry behind you as a public figure, but just relax. Walk it, you know? Don't just talk it. It's like she said, you're a walking contradiction at this point. Leo's smashing 23-year-olds left and right, barely out of high school, but then he has this ultimate purpose and aura or
he's got a lot of purpose.
Preach, but it's just like, bro, be you.
And maybe you just dirty, because I was looking at the latest picture of him and his girlfriend. I was like, you're kind of a dirty old man.
You're a dirty old man.
Like,
you know, just chill. You know, you ain't doing stuff in front of everybody's face. But don't get in my face and start
preaching.
Making me feel like I need to be getting up and doing something.
Yeah.
Or different. Or make me feel like maybe I need to stop this. It's like, bro, preach humanity. We're all human. If anything, shit. You might leave a 23-year-old for a 22-year-old. That's okay.
All right. Okay, so I think this episode might be coming to a close.
Yep.
Would you agree?
We've got a lot of stuff.
We said a lot, but I guess something you and I
with.
haven't really talked about behind the scenes that I just want to share. So what are your hopes, as I try to do my real journalism, what are your hopes for this podcast?
My hopes for this podcast are just to, I wanted to, obviously, I want to show everybody, how you and I communicate, how we relate to each other, our relationship. I wanted to do something. If we did produce something, I wanted it to be something natural, something I'm passionate about, something I can be myself with. Do it with somebody I like,
Or love
a little bit, and then from there, I think that everything else will come.
Yeah.
Like whatever it may be. But I'm just happy doing this with my sister.
Yeah.
And that was my goal for the podcast, to do something with my sister that maybe people can enjoy.
Yeah.
Because I enjoy our conversations.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't other people enjoy it?
This is really taking the phone calls to the internet or to the web or whatever. Right? But yeah, it's good to just have this interaction, this time. And Will, I found that this has become kind of a happy place for me.
Ooh.
This is like my happy place. I think about it.
Good.
I think about being in the studio, like when I'm at home. Thinking about what we could do, what we could say, and
That's right. That's where you want to have a passion project.
Yeah.
That's what I wanted.
This is our passion project.
It's our passion project.
And I hope you like it.
And thank you for supporting so much. Thank you everybody that supported and watched. The views didn't expect that.
No. And it's been so organic.
Yeah.
It's just been great, and so I hope you stay along for this ride with us.
Yeah.
Again, you can follow us on Instagram at the She Will Podcast.
Do that over.
On Twitter, the She Will Podcast. You can follow me at Twitter at Sheila BB, and Will at Monkey Fresh. And we're here to keep giving you more and more content to keep some levity to some serious issues, not to take ourselves too seriously and just to be real, because that's what we do.
We ain't preaching to you.
We ain't preaching to you.
We ain't on here preaching. We ain't judging you.
We just keeping it real. I like to call myself the keeping it real girl.
Loving Sheila.
like from Martin, but she didn't keep it real, but I'm trying to keep it real. So anyway, people, we love you. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe.
Peace.
Peace.
Oh no.
Listeners about these powerful black women. No, we can't even do that. Can't do jack.
Yeah, we can. We can just say she needs to relax.